for this review, we've got wave 4 of the Super 7 G.I. Joe. Um, these, when you get them, they'll come in these plastic bags. So we've got Cover Girl, Roadblock, Major Bludd, and Crimson Guard. They all come with a ton of accessories. The Joes all have the green packaging. They have the Ultimates logo on the top. They do have UPCs on the bottom. There have been a few figures being sold at Walmart. I think it's primarily Cobra Commander from like the very first wave, like wave 1. But for the most part, these guys are not retail figures. Okay. Here we have the bios for CoverGirl and Roadblock. And then Major Bludd and the Crimson Guard. So that is the packaging. Let's get the figures out and take a look at them next. Okay, so they each will have this kind of this explosion background. Cardboard is kind of medium grade. The printing is really nice. So if you wanted to use these as some kind of backdrop, you definitely could. Add some color to your display. Crimson Guard has multiple unmasked faces. He's got some test tube vials. Top of the tray, he's got kind of the sci-fi looking gun. He's got a cup of coffee and a donut. That's some episode specific thing. Grabby hand, trigger hand, another grabby hand. And in the tray in the back, he's got a rifle with a bayonet. He's got a backpack, and then he's got some kind of energy. I don't know what episode this is from, but some energy crystal type thing. Major Bludd only has one tray. He's got a couple versions of his blaster. He's got a bomb with a digital detonator. He's got I guess this is an access card. He's got a walkie-talkie, some binoculars, a couple sets of hands, and a couple different heads. One where he's laughing, one where he's kind of yelling. CoverGirl has two trays, and she's got hair up, hair down, helmet, rocket, some kind of gun, two sets of hands, walkie-talkie. And then she's got a mallet, a shovel, and one of those generic rifles, laser rifles. And then Roadblock probably has the most stuff that comes with him. So he's got a, kind of a serious face, then he's got a smiling face, an angry face. He's got a generic laser rifle, a pistol, three sets of hands, a knife, a 50 cal machine gun, backpack, which is I don't remember that backpack, and then a helmet. All right, so that is the packaging for everybody. Let's get them out of the package. Okay, so here they are out of the package, and as you could see from the intro, they all come with tons and tons and tons of accessories, more accessories than you'll probably ever use with these characters. But that's a good thing. You can decide what you want to use with them, and put the rest in storage or don't use them. So they give you a little bit of everything. So starting off with Roadblock, if you're not used to these figures, they are very much cartoon specific. So cartoon colors, they have smoothness. These guys are a bit taller than like your G.I.Joe classified, and everything that comes with them is going to be primarily cartoon based. They do sometimes come with a few accessories that may be throwbacks to the toys. Like for instance, the backpack here. This is not. I don't think he ever wore this in the cartoon. You more or less see him, like this most of the time. So he does have a gun that he comes with. It looks pretty good, and he's got a working holster that it can go in. It's a little tight, but since this is not painted, no problem with that. He does have a knife. This is more of a toy thing too, but he's got a holder for the knife, and it goes in pretty well. He's got the generic Joe rifle. He's got the submachine gun. Excuse me, the 50 cal machine gun. The stand is a toy thing, but you can pull this off the stand, and he can just hold it. He does have a helmet. I'm not going to mush this on his head because I don't want it to scratch anything by accident, but he does have a helmet. And then he's got two head sculpts. So he's got, kind of a happy face and then kind of a snarling face like he's getting ready to deal with some Cobra infantry person. He also has a ton of hands, so he's gonna come with the closed fist out of the box, but he's got a trigger hand, um, kind of a generic holding hand for both arms, and then he's got these hands that will hold the barrel of his gun, depending on which gun you want to give him, and then a trigger hand for the other side. So you can pretty much load him out any particular way you want to. Um, with any large figure that has kind of heavy plastic, I would recommend trying to heat the joints up a little bit before you start doing like extreme uh, joint manipulation. That's always going to help. It'll help avoid pegs from being broken off and stuff like that. Okay, so that is Roadblock. CoverGirl also has a lot of accessories, and some of the stuff I don't know why she comes with them. Definitely some scenes probably in the cartoon. I don't remember the cartoon deep enough, but for instance, this thing that looks like, I don't know, maybe like a radar gun. I don't know what it is. She does come with the generic laser rifle. She does have a walkie-talkie, and it's got some nice graphics on it. She's got the shovel and the uh, hammer, sledgehammer. She's got a missile. Maybe she recovers this missile from something. And then she's got a couple different heads. So this is her default head, and she's basically got her hair kind of pinned up. And uh, by the way, these guys have double dumbbell style necks. Um, she's got this one particular look. Oh, her head wasn't all the way on. With her hair down. I don't think she appears like that too often in the show, but that is a nice look. And then she's got this it's kind of like a helicopter pilot helmet. So she's got that look also. So that's pretty nice. And probably good to pair her with the generic laser rifle. You might need to heat some of these accessories up because in the pack they'll tend to get kind of warped and crooked. You just dip this in some almost hot water and let it loosen up, and then take it out and hold it in shape and let it lock to the new position. Okay, so that is Lady. I almost called her Lady J. That was CoverGirl. I didn't talk about her hands, but she comes with the two closed hands. She's got two trigger hands, and then she's got two weapon holding hands, like for the axe and whatnot. Okay, so that's CoverGirl. All right, Major Bludd. I like how his pants are a little baggy. They kind of work that into the sculpt. Whoops. Um, he's falling over a little bit. I might need to rework his legs, but his legs are bowed a little teeny bit, maybe. There we go. Just kind of give him a wider stance. But he's got quite a bit of detailing, quite a few paint apps. He does come with these two blasters, and they look very similar. And I don't know what the deal is with these. I don't know if one is meant to be cartoon and one is meant to be toy. But he's got the two different blasters. He's got a digital bomb with a countdown on it. He's got some binoculars, have paint on the lenses. He's got a walkie-talkie, or this might be like a detonator, like a remote detonator. He's got this thing. I feel like this is an episode specific thing. I just can't think of what it is right now. He's got this rifle. This is probably toy reference. And then he's got a couple different heads. So he's kind of got like like a head like he is yelling orders at somebody. And then he's got this maniacal laugh head, which is pretty awesome. And he does come with 2 trigger hands and like these weapon holding hands. So like you can hold the butt of his rifle. And then he has the trigger hand, and he's got a hand that he can hold the end of a rifle with. And let's give him this smaller blaster. Does seem like this big giant blaster will go in his holster very well. So, pretty nice look. Try and give him a wider stance so he can stand up a little bit better. Okay. So that is Major Bludd. And then Crimson Guard. Quite a bit of detail. He's got a sash that is like a separate piece. He's got this nice piping, purple piping on his uniform. The belt is 2-piece. He's got some nice buckles on his belt. The back is pretty plain, but that's what he looks like with that. You can give him this backpack, but this is more of a toy thing. I don't think they wore these in the cartoon. He does have a little blaster. Oh, you know what? I think I got this mixed up with Major Bludd. This is his gun. My bad. So he's got that black blaster. He's got this thing. I have no idea what this is. Some kind of energy crystal type thing. He only comes with 3 extra hands, so he's got 1 trigger hand, and maybe I've got a problem here. He's got 2 of the same kind of hand. Is that, yeah, that's the same hand. They have the same joints, like the back and forth joint on them too. That may be an error. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check into that. And then lastly, he's got a unmasked head, which is kind of generic, what you would expect a Cobra Trooper to look like. And then there's this other head, I guess it's supposed to be a scientist because he's got glasses. This is a kind of a trope in the 80s, like the scientists wore glasses, the nerds wore glasses. So that's how you identify who the scientist is. He's got the glasses on. So there's that. All right. That was a lot of accessories. So that's the wave. I feel like visually there's maybe some improvements from the past waves. They all have a consistent look, but it seems like there's a bit more paint on these guys in this wave. Detailing is a little tighter, so I kind of like that. The sculpts are always great. If anything, I think Major Bludd is probably the weak character in this wave. but he's got a weird color scheme. Like just working with what the character is. This is his color scheme in the cartoon. Um, the Crimson Guard is pretty awesome. Cover Girl is really awesome. Roadblock, been waiting on him, so that's awesome. Also, um, personally, I can't wait till they do a version 2 of Snake Eyes. That's the version I really want. Um, Definitely want a barbecue. There's so many figures that they could do. But just glad that this line is still going. I know there's like one wave after this. I think it's mostly like recolors. I don't think there's any unique sculpts that have been announced yet. So very anxious to see what the next like new wave of GI Joe is going to be for Super 7. So looking forward to that. So that's the review. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, tune into more videos coming up. And if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.